In today's environment, we can't always achieve all we desire with the first effort. To prevent this, we must be aware of the 11 tactics of manipulation. These include charm, compulsion, silent therapy, cause, regression, basement, duty invocation, hardball tactics, pleasure induction, social comparison, and monetary award. Coercion is a method used when someone is compelled to do what they desire due to fear of injury or threats. Silence is a potent persuasion tool that makes people anxious and may lead them to yield to their demands. Reason is another approach where individuals utilize reason or logical arguments to obtain their aims. Regression occurs when one individual reverts to being a kid, making it simpler for both sides to retain their ground. Self-abasement is another sort of manipulation when a person lowers themselves to obtain their way. Duty invocation is another tactic when a manipulator utilizes themselves as a weapon to obtain their goals. They might make saying no tougher by employing different sorts of promises to persuade someone to follow through with their plans. Hardball techniques take coercion to the next level, utilizing compulsion to instill the fear of injury. Pleasure induction is a harmless manipulation tactic where the individual is informed that the action they are seeking to encourage them to take is delightful and enjoyable. Social comparison is another approach where individuals measure their achievement, appearance, and personality attributes via the comparison of others. Manipulators recognize this predisposition and utilize social comparison to urge acts. For example, a colleague at work could compare her lover to a star in a magazine, but she wears spectacles and looks stunning. Lastly, monetary reward is another sort of manipulation when manipulators offer money to undertake acts they wouldn't otherwise commit. By identifying these 11 tactics, people may achieve better control over their decisions and interactions with others. The 11 methods of manipulation are a thorough guide to understanding and influencing one's own decisions and interactions with others. These tactics are not confined to women, since research demonstrates that men and women may conduct these approaches equally. Prince Machiavelli, a significant character in the dark triad personality traits, is typically connected with manipulation, since he is renowned for his use of manipulation tactics. The Big Five personality traits, such as extroversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, and openness, also play a part in influencing people. Extroversion scores individuals more likely to use force and responsibility invocation, whereas agreeableness scores people more inclined to utilize pleasure induction and reason. Conscientiousness scores people more inclined to prefer reason over other persuasive tactics, whereas low-scoring individuals may pick unlawful measures like coercion or illegitimate cash incentives. Openness ranks people more inclined to utilize reason and openness-related thinking, whereas low-scoring people may exploit social comparison. Understanding these tactics may help people acquire control over their decisions and interactions with others. Matriarchal strategies may be used to attain desired results, such as a spouse completing housework or a promotion from work. However, the world is not ideal, and we cannot always accomplish all we desire with our first effort. To prevent manipulation, it is vital to understand the indications of manipulation and apply them effectively. Some frequent manipulation methods include flirtatiousness, coercion, silent therapy, and rationality. Coercion is utilizing fear of injury or threats to compel someone to do something, whereas silent treatment is a strong manipulation tool that may make individuals feel more vulnerable. Reason is an example of a manipulative strategy when individuals utilize reason or logical arguments to attain their aims. In conclusion, recognizing the 11 tactics of manipulation may help people acquire control over their decisions and relationships with others. By identifying and resolving the indications of manipulation, people may better manage their relationships and make more informed choices. The 11 tactics of manipulation are: 1. Regression. When two people dispute like adults, it could be easier for both sides to keep their position. However, when one individual reverts to acting like a child, things might go nuts. This is a regression approach. A person may groan, cry, or pout to get their way. 2. Self-abasement. When a manipulator uses themselves as a tool to obtain what they seek, they will humble themselves. Self-abasement may be utilized when a manipulator wants someone to forgive them, trust them, or take measures to restore a relationship. 3. Duty invocation. When someone is contemplating getting their nails done, it's not so easy to just decide, but if you've already set an appointment, it's not so simple to skip out and not have your nails done. Responsibility invocation involves many sorts of commitments to push someone to follow through with their objectives. 4. Hardball tactics. When persuasion goes to the next step, inflicting pain or bodily injury, hardball tactics really cause pain or physical injury. Pleasure induction is a harmless manipulation tactic that tells the subject that the action they were seeking to encourage them to take is nice and delightful. 5. Social comparison. People measure their achievement, appearance, and personality attributes via the comparison of others. Manipulators recognize this predisposition and utilize social comparison to urge acts. 6. Money. Manipulators may play into a person's avarice by giving them money to undertake behaviors they typically wouldn't commit. 7. Prince Machiavelli. People who are more Machiavellian are more prone to utilize and defend their use of manipulation tactics, believing that they are above ethics and deserve to get what they want, even if it's by manipulation. 8. Conscientiousness. People who score high on conscientiousness are more inclined to select reason over other persuasion strategies since they are more likely to obey rules and think logically. Conversely, people who score low on conscientiousness are more likely to pick criminal techniques such as coercion or illegitimate cash incentives. 9. Openness. People who score high for openness are more likely to apply reason on and sometimes pleasure induction and duty invocation. Successful reasoning often demands a stronger comprehension of logic or higher intelligence. Conversely, people who score low in openness are more motivated to exploit social comparison.